just meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. Now I got millions. Got the inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready, set!
Join the Panthers from the NFC champs. It's Miles Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's go.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Hey, check mega. Ready?
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Ultra. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here we go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Young will set to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think we all need some time to adjust to Thielen moving the sticks in the new uniform. Figure the Minnesota native, Minnesota State grad would be a Viking for life. He's in Carolina now and gets to be the veteran star helping along a very young but promising offense.
First down, Young. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A second down throw for Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and short yardage, Young. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They're always tough.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st-quarter lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And Young's throw there incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here is Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Young. The open man is short. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ready?
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Young to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Young now. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Walker on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7 from the 20. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Smith. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Through the middle of the field. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Cohen, 98 yards. And the Panthers have regained the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing now is Geno. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Smith on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a second down throw for Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. belly. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Watch out now. Safety Fury. Hustle. Ready?
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Gino. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
53.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's got room at the 30, and he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. And now Smith going to change the play. They'll try and run Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Middle. 13X.
They snap it to Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, Cohen lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Left side here to Sanders.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 69 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drop, and now off to the races down the right side. On the move past the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So what's that? 49, flip it off, 49. Middle. Tuesday.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now Geno on 1st down. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ready?
Young on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Across midfield, he's on his way. Ken Walker, 77 yards. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. And I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down.
Strike 2. Blue strike. Red, yellow. Stay.
To throw, Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Young to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but that'll fall incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Hardy, got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This is 1st and 10. Young. Sanders has it over the middle.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here comes 2nd down. Young. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed it.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like worth for 10K all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going, they be like, Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids